Good morning, all of you. Today we are discussing about Robert Browning's famous poem, The Last Ride Together. Our topic is Robert Browning's philosophy of life and optimism in his poem, The Last Ride Together. Let's start. Browning is a cheerful optimist. Optimism is a very core of his teaching and his view of human life. We find that his optimism is not blind. He does not shut his eyes to the sufferings and evils that is in his life. Browning knows that human life is a bewildering mixture of good and evil, of the lovely and the ugly, of despair and hopefulness. But he derives hope from his very incompleteness and imperfection of life. It means that he accepts this fact that every person has some means incompleteness or imperfection in his life. Means according to Robert Browning, no one is complete in itself. So now the basis of Browning's optimism is human imperfections. As Chesterton says, Browning optimism is founded on imperfections of men. He derives hope from human deficiency. Browning's attitude towards evil, pain, and misery is not merely theoretical and abstract like that of the 18th century thinkers. He does not accept evil merely as a philosophical counterpart of good. Rather, he regards evil as a practical instrument of human advancement. His approach to the problem is pragmatic. It is not based on his experience of life. Another important aspect of his conception of love is its optimism. According to him, effort is its own reward or triumph. So also love in itself is fulfillment. To glorify failure is his favorite theme. Browning's message is one of invincible faith and optimism. He spoke the strongest word of faith in an age of doubt and pessimism. His energy, his cheerful courage, his faith in life, and in the development that awaits us beyond the portals of death are like a bugle call to good living. Of all English poets, no other is so completely, so consciously, so magnificently a teacher of men. He retained his faith and courage in a world of doubt and timidity. For 30 years, he faced cheerfully the indifference of his age and ultimately made the world recognize and follow him. His thought has been surely and steadily taking possession of the hearts of educated men and women, and his account for his increased popularity both at home and abroad. Robert Browning's The Last Ride Together is a love poem. The poet expresses his personal emotions and feelings through this poem. The poem starts with lover's last request to his beloved for riding horse with him, as before this marriage proposal has been rejected by his sweetheart. So he makes his last prayer to her. At this polite request, his sweetheart thought for a moment and accepted his proposal. Hearing this, The lover become overjoyed. The blood, now the original text quote, the blood replenished me again. My last thought was at least not vain. I and my mistress, side by side, shall be together, breath and ride. So one day more am I defied. Who knows what the world's made and tonight? In these beautiful lines, we find that Robert Browning's optimism and his positivity. Because if we rejected by someone in our first attempt, then we do not try again. His positive attitude towards life can also be seen in these lines. Now the next lines, fail I alone in words and deeds. He says to his readers, or in his famous poem, The Last Ride Together, that am I alone fail in the deeds in this huge world? No, so many persons are there. Why all men strive and who succeeds? What hand and brain went ever paired? Why heart like conceived and dared? There is many a crown for who can reach 10 lines statesman's life in each. The flag stuck on the heap of bones. So now he says that he is not a single person who failed in his words and doings. All men try hard to achieve some goal, but few get success. Even a man's hands never finished work according to the mental sketch of that work present in his mind. No man attempt to give a concrete form to his imaginary conception. He says, when a minister dies, 10 lines in the newspaper describes his services. And when a soldier is killed in defense of his nation, his dead body is brought back. Then it's given an honorable burial with flag hoisting. Above all these lines, he compares himself to different persons and accepts that his condition is better than them. He gives the example of a poet who can express his emotions, feelings, thoughts through his poem. But he comments on the poet that he cannot achieve the thing that he describes as the best for man. Now the next line. And you great sculptor, so you gave a score of heirs to art, her slave, and that's your Venus. Whence we turn to yonder girl that fords the burn. You acquiescence and shall I repine? What men of music, you grown grey, with notes and nothing else to say. Is this your sole praise from a friend? Greatly his operas strains intent. But in music, we know how fashions end. I give my youth, but we write is fine. He wants to say that a sculptor spend a lot of time for his art. But a living girl is more beautiful than a statue. In case of musician, he grew old in composing musical notes, which are very great. But in music, fashion changed quickly. He says he also gave his youth to the love of a beautiful girl, and at last she accepted his proposal and they are riding in their carriage. At last he gives us a very clear picture of his positivity, in which he tells us that if he achieved this beautiful lady in this life through marriage, then on the death time he will not have desire in his heart, but he wants to be dead with a wish. According to him, all human pleasures and sorrows are the part of our life. Through his poem, Browning wants to say that we should think in a positive way. Here I want to give a very beautiful example of Rudyard Kipling's poem If. in which he says that you should have faith on yourself while others suspects on you. Only through challenges and difficulties or difficult circumstances we can make us strong. Through his philosophy, he also established the concept of supreme power, that is God. According to his wish, God controlled the whole universe. He says, if God gives us all pleasures on the earth, then there will be no value of heaven for us. Thus, through Browning's philosophy, we find the actual picture of life. As we all know, that death is the truth of life, but we spend a lot of time on thinking over money, love, power, and lost our humanity. God is supreme over all other things. We all are imperfect or incomplete in our life, and only through positive attitude, hard work, and firm determination we can reach on our goal. Thank you.